Hello my lovelies, so this is Lizzie from Love from Lizzie, and today I'm bringing you the February 2025 Love from Lizzie release video. I won't do too much of an update as I've done that in the previous video, which is the unboxing of the Tea with Tilda kit, which I hope that you're coming here from there to watch. I won't run through the kit again, as cute as it is. So if you haven't watched this video, head back to the previous one, and then the rest of this video will make much more sense. As explained in the previous video, this is to show you the add-ons, the new release products. We're releasing one of our kits out of the vaults that was super popular with some examples, and some of the previous month's individual products from the Let's Celebrate kit, which did sell out about 2 weeks ago. We've had an influx of new subscribers, so thank you very much for joining us, and this kit is proving to be super popular. The design team are already so excited and have already messaged about how they've already started making, so I'm really looking forward to seeing their projects. Anyhow, so we have the first up, we have the coordinating product that goes with the Tea with Tilda kit. So we've got the pin bundle and the variety bundle. The pin bundle has got mink pin with gold finish, white pin with gold finish, brown with gold finish, and rose gold mirror. The variety bundle is mini heart in black with gold finish, ice blue sway, white heart border, and mini twinkle in blue holographic. So they are the two bundles which pair perfectly with the Tea with Tilda kit. We have got some specialty cardstock. This is 8.5 by 11, so it's American letter sized cardstock. You get 6 sheets in the bundle. They are all pearlescent, and the colours are slate grey, soft pink, mink, silver grey, peach and slate blue. And this particular slate blue, I'm not sure if the camera is going to do it much justice. However, it's a blue pearlescent and it's got this ever so slight silvery finish to it, and it works really beautifully with the little dresses on the mice. So we thought that would go really nicely together. We do have a few dies this month. We have this absolutely beautiful Harvest Mouse, which I have die cut all of these out so you don't have to try to guess what they look like. So as you can see, it's a really nice large die, pretty much the size of my hand, which, if you want to be more exact, is 5 inches tall by 3 inches wide. But yeah, this is just cut out of some of our matte pearlescent A5 cardstock, and it's the soft gold sheet. So even without any colouring or paper piecing, all by itself, it looks super pretty. We've also got the ornate layering dies. Now these, there is 2 dies, but they can be used in multiple ways. So you have an oval and a larger oval. Now this larger piece, when die cut by itself, has this really super beautiful finish around the edge, as you can see, and it has like a dot design around the edge, but it doesn't die cut the middle, so you can stamp on this if you did this onto some coloured cardstock or white cardstock. You could also lay in the centerpiece to cut it out as a frame, so you would have this portion removed. Equally, you can die cut the smaller inner part all by itself and have this, but what I've done is I've cut that from another piece of that matte in the icy blue colour, and that's what they look like when they're layered up together. Super, super pretty, works for all sorts of cards, and obviously it can be landscape or portrait, depending on what your project needs. We've also got the mini flowers die. This is super cute. It's a really tiny, weeny little die, and it has this bunch of flowers, which would be great if you die cut this out of some white cardstock, a little bit of green for the stem and the leaves, and then you could colour the rest in as yellow, for example, and then pop some brown behind it for the dots if you didn't want to paper piece in. But so this is the mini flowers die. Also, that die, white on white background, repeated, would look ever so pretty. We've got the mini doilies dies. Now these are really sweet. So there's 4 in this set, and they are just shy of 2 inches from top to bottom. And this is what they look like when they're all die cut out. So you have this one here, and then this one here. Excuse my big thumbprint in that die cut. This one, which is really lacy, and these are just like mini doilies. And I thought, because there was the tea theme, and there's the final one, because there's the tea theme, it looks really, really very pretty. And they're nice enough, as I say, to put multiples on a card front, or if you just wanted to have a small little badge to pop a sentiment on, these would do exactly that. So there's those 4 dies. And these are all in the February release category in the website. We have the rose gold on black marble. So the rose gold effect is mirrored whilst the marble is printed black, and there's 3 sheets, they're single-sided, and that's 6 by 6 inches. We have the same, however, in white, so that's a white marble finish with the rose gold mirror on that, and there's 3 sheets in that set as well. We've also got the rose glitter. Now I will pull this out to show you. It is glitter, in so much as it's like our moon dust peel-offs. There is absolutely nothing that comes away. It's not individual pieces of glitter, but it does have a texture to it, so that there's nothing that can come away, absolutely nothing. And I know that some people, when they send to the forces, they're not to use anything that shines. So this doesn't actually shine, but it gives the impression of glitter, so that's great. And then we've also got the pearlescent rose, which is, again, single-sided. There's 3 sheets, and they're 6 by 6. And they are, as you can see, there's the shine. And it's just a nice rose pearlescent colour, so we've got that as well. We've got mini glitter gems. These are 3mm, and you're going to really have to work hard. These are plastic self-adhesive gems, and they're filled with this royal blue glitter, so they're really very pretty. But we have those. And then we have the Neutrals paper pack. Now, this is 6 by 6, and there are 24 sheets. And this is a really handy pack to have on hand. I will quickly fan through all of the different colours, but they're essentially all different natural colours. So they're like different taupes, browns. There's obviously a white there. There's more like a fawn colour, like Bambi. They're all single-sided, and they're great for matting and layering because they're paper, so they're not heavy. They're not going to add bulk and weight to your cards, but they're going to be able to give you that depth without adding postage. If you send your cards through the post, you'll be able to get some nice neutral tones into your cards without the extra. And next we have stamps. Now this stamp set is called Love You Always. It features 2 vases with blooms in, and they're so detailed they don't even need colouring. If you're not a keen colourist, you could stamp this and heat emboss it and it would look ever so opulent. Otherwise, the colouring that's required is so minimal because there is the shading in there already. And then you've also got a little, I'm not quite sure which flower this is, if anybody knows and wants to tell me. Could be coloured to be daffodils possibly, although I think that's not what they're intended. And then you've got a couple of tiny blooms as well as a sprig. And it's thinking of you, love you always, thank you, and here for you. And here for you is a great sympathy card without it being a sympathy card. So this is the Just Because stamp, and these are from the same collection, as you can see. So if you wanted the full set, and I am a sufferer of the full set syndrome, and you've got like a spray of blooms and then a larger vase with like lace that would be very easy to colour as like a craft colour, or and then fill the jar as blue. But the sentiments here is, while we're far apart, you're always in my heart. Just because, greetings and hello. So that is the Just Because stamp set. We have the vintage lace. Now this is so popular. This was one that I released many years ago as part of a special edition kit for Valentine's. The reason that I'm reintroducing it now is because of the lace to go with Tilda and all of her tea items. It just feels like it fits nicely with a vintage tea set. So you've got two large long stamps that will go as lace, as borders. And the sentiments are: love is all we need, be my Valentine, always and forever, you are the stars in my sky, you have my heart, and love and be loved. So some really warming sentiments there. We have got the Enjoy the Little Things stamp set. Now the font on this stamp set looks like handwriting, so if you like to try and pass off that you've written it yourself, this is the stamp set for you. But the sentiments are: enjoy the little things, live in the moment, one of a kind, just be you, hello there, make the most of today, happiness blooms from within. And then there are lots of tiny sprigs and blooms. There's a tiny rosebud there, branches and some hearts in different sizes and shapes there. So this is a really good background builder, or if you wanted to have the focal point as a sentiment in a very clean and simple card, this stamp set works really well. It's one of those essentials that you end up keeping on your desk because it's got such lovely sentiments that are not run-of-the-mill, you know, the happy birthdays and the regular things, and having those little sprigs as well just give you that little something extra to finish it. And this stamp set is Happiness is Homemade. Let's eat, don't get so steamed up, spread some love, happiness is homemade, bake the world a better place, whistle while you work, just roll with it, perk up darling, cooking is love made visible, don't flip out, with a tiny spatula, which I think is fabulous, hello hot stuff, and always be grateful on a cheese grater. So good punny cards if you enjoy sending a cheeky little joke to someone. This is the stamp set for you. Now we are going to be moving across into the vault. We're pulling out the So Lucky kit. So this kit I put together with St. Patrick's Day and the Luck of the Irish theme in mind, and we have the stamp and die set to release, which is called So Lucky. And there is a hand holding a coffee cup, and then the downward view where you to be holding a 4-leaf clover and looking into your mug with your sneakers at the bottom and your jacket and scarf. There's a coffee cup. There is also this downward view, of the coffee cup. And the large sentiment is So Lucky. And then the other sentiments all combine. So sometimes I wonder how we got so lucky. Or so lucky our lives crossed paths. So lucky that good coffee and you exist. Now that's a solid one for me. So lucky to know you. I'm so lucky to call you friend. I'm so lucky and so very grateful. And there is also we're. So we are so lucky to know you, or we are so lucky and so very grateful. Or we're so lucky that good coffee exists. You get the gist. And there's a bow, 4-leaf clover, a tiny coffee cup, a larger coffee cup. And then there are the coordinating dies for all of the icons that are present. So each of the clovers, the cups, the bows, the hands and the body, all here. And with the body, there is the floating piece between the sneakers that's chopped away. So it's... it die cuts beautifully, and I do have a card example that I can show you from that shortly. Let me just show you the rest of the So Lucky products. We also have the ephemera, which has lots of these really cute girls interlinked arms over their backs holding hearts, and we have these in all different hair colours. There's the bows, there's the hands, all of the icons that you see within the stamp set, all coloured in, ready to go, plus a load of orange and green blooms. We have the enamel dots as well. And let me just show you some of the cards. Now I actually made these cards from the kit, which I'm about to show you. but this is the So Lucky Our Lives Crossed Paths. I used the 2 different mugs in Versamark on the background, and then the tiny little clover in green, and then I paper pieced the large stamp, just the jacket and the scarf, leaving the coffee mug and everything else just in white. This I heat embossed one of the stamps in gold, and then So Lucky That You and Good Coffee Exists, and used some black peel-offs with some of the patterned paper. It's another one where I've just used a piece of the ephemera, stamped and die cut the sentiment So Lucky, and used some of the ribbon from the kit and peel-offs on a green card base. This is using one of the pieces of pattern paper, and then I used the peel-offs in the kit to highlight some of the lines, and then I coloured some of the little wooden pieces in with green ink, and then I put glossy accents on top to make them shiny. And I made a shaker out of one of the wreaths that's in the ephemera pack, and I used a bow from the ephemera pack as well, and I die cut So Lucky from the die set and popped that all over a black card base. So they're 5 cards that I made with the So Lucky kit. I'm going to run through it super quick. There is a proper unboxing video which will show you everything that's in it, and there's also various 10 card 1 kit videos. But within the kit there are 5 sheets of cardstock. There is copper mirror pin with gold finish, the ephemera pack, the stamps with the coordinating dies in the embellishment bag, 22 single-sided patterned papers, and as you can see they're in all different shades of gold, green, white and orange. So really pretty. In the embellishment bag, if I can get it open, it's very cold here, my fingers are all cold. We have the washi tape, which is one of the patterned papers with the print of the florals over the top. It is the die set, as mentioned, that coordinates and has So Lucky That Isn't Standalone. We have the sequin mix, the little wooden 4-leaf clovers, the enamel dots and the ribbon pack. So that's the So Lucky kit. We only have very limited numbers of these remaining, however they are there along with all of those individual add-on pieces I just mentioned, and there is the washi tape as a standalone as well that we have available. And then next up we have the products that were from last month's kit, the Let's Celebrate kit. We have got the Let's Celebrate stamp set with the balloons, the cupcake, champagne glasses, the bow and the balloon, happiest of birthdays, which could be used independently, or wishing you the happiest of birthdays, or wishing you the best day, wishing you the most joy, and let's celebrate. Then we have got the Icon ephemera pack, which was all of the balloons, cakes, gifts, cupcakes and donuts. And then we have the blooms and bunting. So these are the larger pieces of ephemera. So you get these really lovely big watercolour flowers and balloon sprays. And then there is the 12-page pattern paper pack. That is everything from last month. And then, last but by no means least, we have the hat and scarf die set, which featured in the winter warmers. But we had a lot of requests from people that wanted to have the die set as a standalone as well. So that is now available all by itself, and it's the fringe. It's cut so that it will have movement, which I absolutely love. Anyhow, my lovelies, thank you ever so much for sticking with me until the end. As I say, the design team have already received their kits. They are working on them, and we have got videos coming in this week straight away with inspiration and ideas. Kits are strictly while stocks last. Once we're sold out, we are unable to make any more of these. So if you want it, I suggest you strike while the iron's hot. Subscriptions are up and running. And if you subscribed after the Let's Celebrate kit, the Tea with Tilda will be your first. And just the same, if you subscribe whilst Tea with Tilda is still in stock, she will be your first kit. Otherwise, it will roll into the March kit. I'll pop in some still shots now for you so you can have a look at these products up close. They are all live in the website. Thank you ever so much for sticking with me till the end. And until next time, let's make something beautiful. Bye.